Good morning, football to you. Live in New York City, we've got your highlights, of course, from Monday night action between the Eagles and the Redskins, all coming up. But Week 7 officially donezo, so it's time to talk about what we learned. Nate, what did you learn, buddy?
What we learned. All right. The art of a good argument. Whether you're family or close friends, arguing is a necessary evil to balance things out. To argue, by definition, is to exchange or express diverging or opposite views, typically in a heated or angry way. This goes way back to Cain and Abel, two brothers who never saw eye to eye. Even our cartoons displayed disdain amongst each other. I mean, look at Ren and Stimpy. You idiot! Wow. And Tom and Jerry, they lived together their whole lives and couldn't go one day without beating it. Spy versus spy, I would even say these guys might even be brothers, literally tried to kill each other every chance that they get. Sometimes it's all jokes with the ones you love, like Martin and Pam, and other times it's the same person you kick it with the most be the one that you crack jokes on the most, just like Will and Carlton. And speaking of kicking it, Solange and Jay-Z got into it. And they got over it. You know? Sometimes you got to kick sense into the ones you love. Now listen,
get over it, though?
Sidelines on the arguments on the sideline, they're not new in sports. Some of the best to ever do it, they yell and scream in the heat of the moment. The GOAT of the NBA, Michael Jordan, was a fierce competitor. He once punched his teammate and now Warriors head coach Steve Kerr in practice just to send a message. In the goal of the NFL, Tom Brady, he's barked at teammates on the sideline before, just like we're seeing right here, to get things right. The point I'm trying to make, if there is no love lost and there's improvement post-squabble, then no harm, no foul. Actually, next time you see a spat on the sideline, if there's no fist fight, who cares?
Okay. Wow, Nate.
Sideline reporter perspective on that.
I love it. It's drama, and a lot of times it's just tempers from a bad play. Or something. But Brady and Bill O'Brien is legendary. Right. Tom Cable is probably the one coach in the NFL.
And we saw Doug Baldwin get into it with Tom Cable. What happens? After that, he gets in the end zone. Yeah. The team picks it up. Seahawks win the game.
Solange wasn't messing around. No. She came. That was years of frustration of being
boiled up.
Right there. Crazy. Okay. I don't want any of that.
Solange takes.
I mean, she was coming hard.
Good morning, football. Way down there in Louisiana, there's something brewing in the Big Easy this season. After starting the year out 0-2, the Saints have now rattled off 4 straight wins and sit atop the NFC South standings. It's the usual characters, Breeze and Cam Jordan and Mark Ingram. They've all been great, but what you might not realize, and what I learned this week, is the incredible production the Saints are getting from their rookie class. There were a lot of rumors of Patrick Mahomes' interest on that first night of the draft, but the Saints selected Marshawn Lattimore of Ohio State with the 11th pick. He's now started 5 games. He had a big pick-6 against Matthew Stafford, and he looks like the lockdown cornerback the Saints have been so desperately searching for to solidify their pass defense. Ryan Ramczyk, the 32nd pick. He has started every single game this season, and he has helped keep Drew Brees upright. Safety Marcus Williams, he goes in the 2nd round out of Utah. He has started every game, and he picked off Cam Newton in the team's first win. And then there's Alvin Kamara. Went in the 3rd round and is averaging 96 yards from scrimmage over the last 3 weeks. That's not it, though. These guys are all rookies. Trey Hendrickson, all over the field on that rejuvenated defensive line. And linebacker Alex Anzalone, he started every game before suffering a shoulder injury that's kept him on the IR. Look, the Saints have had one legendary draft class in their history, the 2006 one. Look at these names. Reggie Bush, Roman Harper, Jari Evans, and then you got late Marcus Colston, and you got Zach Streep. All these guys were key pieces, and Rob Ninkovich isn't bad either, to their Super Bowl championship team. That one is legendary down in New Orleans. Well, 7 weeks into the 2017 season, this year's draft class may have an argument as the best Saints draft class ever. So hats off to Sean Payton, to Mickey Loomis, to Terry Fontenot, and the rest of the New Orleans front office. I don't like doing draft grades. I hate doing draft grades. But 7 weeks into the season, the Saints draft, that's an A+.
Awesome. I like that.
Awesome. Well great, both sides of the ball. I know we saw what the Eagles did last night, but Saints in the NFC, look out. Okay, here's what I learned.
What did you learn?
So we didn't really get to talk about this on the show because there were so many highlights. Joe Thomas's incredible snap streak ended at 10,363 snaps. He, of course, tweeted yesterday having surgery on his tricep tendon. Surgery soon, rather. Tough break. Hate to see this, but I started thinking, so what are the other streaks that we should be paying attention to that deserve our attention? And I went on Twitter and I asked some of our followers, guys. They said 243 games in a row. Brady said, let's go! That's a good one. Tony Romo successfully announcing the play before it happened streak. That's a good one as well. 79 games in a row of announcers trying to say,
Le'Veon
No.
Bell, patient. Oh, Huamanawinui. Who man? Yeah.
Trying to avoid to say it so they don't have to.
Yeah.
I just did that right there. But here's some other ones that I think that you guys should pay attention to. Let's start with Alex Smith, guys. 15 consecutive passing touchdowns without an interception. That is like fourth best ever. That is an insane thing he has going on. Fourth longest streak in NFL history. Peyton Manning holds that record. He's got the Broncos this week. So I'm really interested in that because in 8 games as a Kansas City Chief, Alex, they've picked him off 5 times.
Okay.
So that may end. Peyton Manning has it.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning has it with 20 touchdowns, no
20,
interceptions.
it's awesome.
But Alex Smith up to 15 throwing downfield's pretty impressive.
Close.
Keep an eye on that one, and it might break this week. Sorry. How about the Lions, guys? It's not all streaks can be good. Lions have gone 58 consecutive games without a 100-yard rusher. We talk about this all the time. You're looking at the last time it happened, Triggs.
Yeah.
Tell me
That's
about
Reggie
this game.
again. 2 in a
Reggie
row.
Bush, 2013.
Thanksgiving.
Playing the Packers.
Oh,
I gave you guys the Lions schedule,
Yeah.
and I want you guys to tell me when this streak ends this season. It's got to end because
Wilson, is that you
Amir
throwing
Abdullah had 94
Yeah, it was
rush
that
yards.
close, right? Against Minnesota, I think.
Got a little bit injured. So what do you got?
Okay, I think it's going to be Week 17.
Okay.
Detroit's going to be playing for their playoff lives. They're at the Packers, and I think the Packers are going to be out of it.
It's the Packers again. And listen, the last time he did this and he ran 100 yards, Aaron Rodgers was out of the game. If game script is a thing and the Lions can get up and give the ball to Abdullah, that could happen. I like that.
I'm glad you did this week because I think it happens on Sunday.
You do?
Why?
I like it, Peter.
Sunday, I feel like this is it. They've got a nighttime game against the Steelers. Nation watching, they're going to hear this stat. It's a new bingo board. Everyone's going to be talking about it.
Yes.
It's not been since 2013.
It's absurd.
Boom! There we go. There it is. Amir Abdullah breaks it.
I don't know if it's going to happen this week because you got the Steelers offense. They're going to be passing the ball, which means the Detroit Lions will need to be passing the ball. I say it happens the week after and the week after that. So we're going back-to-back weeks with 100 yards, Packers and Browns.
I'm just so ready to not say that.
Maybe it doesn't happen this season.
Streak. No, it has to happen.
I hope so.
That streak's crazy. How
It's
about
nuts.
this? Here's for your fantasy football. 8 straight games with a touchdown allowed to a tie. But not least, we have a streak here on the show. Peter Schrager did some digging here. He's got a 4-week streak going of wearing the same tie on remote. That would be so that's Minnesota. That's Indianapolis. And we've got Miami.
All right. What's up with that, man? You own one tie?
It's like cobalt.
He's like a
cobalt.
It's a good streak you got going, bro.
He's like a cartoon character. It looks like the same outfit.
Yeah.
But it's different
So
versions
Homer's
of
been wearing the same
color.
outfit for 30 years?
Yeah, but it's different outfits.
It
You look
is?
at their closet.
Like Charlie Brown
Oh.
Peanuts shirt.
Oh, it's like Jay Leno with denim shirts. He's wearing a denim shirt every day for a half
It's the
century.
Matt Hamilton flannel.
4 weeks straight.
looks the same.
4 weeks straight. What's behind that?
Find laziness.
You find a good tie. I mean, you can't even have a switch-up tie. That's the ringer, the gray one.
Hey,
I just
I don't know
fell
what
with my
kind of
screen.
resources you think we have in the Schrager household or Good
Yeah.
Morning Football, but that's a nice tie. I'm going to wear
Run
it.
the
It's
ball.
a nice tie. We'll
It's
see if
okay.
we see it this week. Or no, not this week, next week. But yeah, if you guys have any streaks, I'd love to hear them. Hashtag GMFB. Streaks to pay attention to is what I like.
Laziness, he said.
I mean, the tie's okay. It's not a great
decent tie.
It works.
It goes with everything. It's like the perfect gray.
I guess it does go with everything.
Slate.
You should have like a
Pretty boring
crazy,
tie.
ostentatious tie this week, like a light-up rain door.
boring
Pretty-
tie.
All right. You know what's not boring? I learned this week that I already knew this. I'm just going to say I relearned it. I love non-kickers doing kicks. Sometimes this happens in other sports, other positions. I remember Jose Canseco came in to pitch once. It went terribly. So in this Cowboys-Niner game, Dan Bailey, the Cowboys kicker, gets hurt. What to do? You go to Jeff Heath, their starting safety, who comes in and just starts kicking. Look at this. This one, Jeff Heath, off the Heath bar and doinks it. Jeff Heath said, I didn't want to come in and look like an idiot, but it was the most fun I've had playing football in a long time. This guy's a safety for the Dallas Cowboys. He says it was the most fun I've had. So you won't believe it, but I went into the archives. I went into the archives, and I don't want to just do Ocho Cinco, blah, blah. I found some great ones. You guys want to come on a journey with me to 1979, the year I was born? Let me show you John Anderson in 1979 with a neck roll and a straight-on number 59 kicker at Lambeau Field. That's a 39-yard field, not extra point, right over the crossbar. I love you, John Anderson, wearing the neck roll. How about this guy? He was an amazing kicker. Wes Welker. Wes Welker, It is Tuesday morning, the angriest moment of the week, when we run down the angriest runs of the week, the most physical, fearsome runs we saw from the National Football League this week. It's Tuesday morning. What makes you angry? What is it? Did you step on a Lego? Is your kid not being a first-time listener? Whatever it may be, channel that with us here today. Here's how this works. We have a returning champ from a few weeks ago who is waiting in the wings, and every week we bring out 3 challengers to walk into the Angry Run Arena to see if we can take him out. And this champ has been set in, entrenched in that throne. So, guys, why don't we see what we can do today? And here's what I love about Angry Runs. It's not always the guys who go 250 pounds. It's not always the LeGarrette Blount. And our first contestant today, Patriots running back, Dion Lewis, the little scat back.
That's right. A bee can sting a bear.
That's right. And here comes a bee, and he says, how about he have a little bit of that's right there. Okay. That's on Ricardo Allen. You know what I love about this? Dion Lewis is looked at as a dancer, right? Now watch. Right here, he's going to put a move on somebody. He says, you know what? Nah, here's my move right here. And he runs right over him. He's 195 pounds. I love guys who go against type, especially on a safety, and he carries them a good 6 yards and gets a charge out of the lineman. I never thought when we did this segment, Dion Lewis would be in it. He's an ankle breaker guy. I'd more likely see him in toe drag swag. Here he is in Angry Runs with a great pancake of a safety. 42-yard line all the way down to the 34-yard line. 7-6 yards right there for Dion Lewis. Contestant number 1, Dion Lewis. We love you getting angry. Now, here's one. Here's what we like about it. Sometimes I get submissions from online. Sometimes I get submissions from you guys. And Schrager was at the Jets game this weekend and said, Matt Forte put on a show on the middle of the field, a guy who everyone respects. Matt Forte, been around forever. We miss him in Chicago. Let's show the Matt Forte what he did. Watch how many guys have a shot at him here. You're getting nothing. You're getting nothing. This guy's going to try to punch him. And now watch, he's going to keep going. At the end of it, he said, physical, physical. Give me that first down. That was on a 3rd and 19. Now let's freeze it right here, okay? He's in the middle. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's going to be another one that comes here. Phillips right here is just trying to punch him and not tackle him. Now roll it, guys. Let's watch. Because he is going to continue to run as we see the end. Maybe we won't even see it. This is the perfect picture here because as he goes on, he's going to jump over. They're trying to punch him. And at the very, very end of it, he's still cutting. He needs the first down here, and he says, you know what? I'm sick of punting. I'm sick of blowing 14-point leads. We're going to win this game. We are the 2017 Jets. He gets the first down. He gets the submission. Matt Forte in Angry Runs.
I like it.
Is it 2009? That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying, right?
3rd and 19, close game.
Yep.
They throw him a screen pass thinking we're going to set up the play.
Yeah, of course.
First down. That is an angry run.
Exactly right. But guys, those were the opening acts. All right, here's the headliner. Something happened on Sunday afternoon to my Twitter mentions. Just bring it up. The second Steelers running back, Le'Veon Bell, put out his arm. We had tweets. There's Hey K Adams with 6 emojis deep. Everybody's sending. Burleson is involved. Peter's involved. Everybody is sending the Le'Veon Bell. Because they handed number 26 the ball, and then it didn't go well for Drake Kirkpatrick from that point. We've watched it. Oh. Can we just freeze it and just look at this for a while? Everybody just pull up a chair. He is perfectly parallel to the planet Earth, Nate.
Full extension of the arm.
Full extension. I mean, the fact that he is, you can put a level from Home Depot right here, one of those laser levels, and it is, if you want to hang a picture, hang it on Drake Kirkpatrick's back and legs, all right? I'm sorry, Drake.
If you didn't know what was happening, you could think that Le'Veon Bell was reaching to help
him up. It's if you have dogs playing poker and you want to put in your man cave, just go right like this and you are set. Now, what's funny about this is he hits it so hard that Drake Kirkpatrick actually bounces up in defiance of gravity.
Let's see.
Go ahead, keep rolling now. Keep rolling, guys. Advance it. Now he's going to get up.
See, that's more impressive to me than the angry run.
It's incredible. Okay, you're not wrong.
I don't understand how that's not physics.
It's like a basketball. It's unbelievable. Let's watch it from this angle. All right, so he breaks this tackle. Here comes
Watch
Drake.
27.
Here comes. Now he goes down. And he's back up. He's back up.
That is the ninja stuff. What is that?
I've never seen that before. You go down that hard, you're just like, I'm out this play. It's going to look terrible in film. He's like, no. Suddenly I'm up and running again. It's crazy.
He just does a complete loop-de-loop.
When it all said and done, it's actually kind of impressive from Drake Kirkpatrick.
Yes.
So respect to you, Dre. We did not forget about you.
Kyle, I've got this Nelson Rockwell painting of the farmer and the farmer's wife.
Yes.
I need to put it up, and I want it to be straight. Can I just do it right on?
Yes. Yes, exactly. I love that you even have a Nelson Rockwell painting. It's his brother. It's incredible. American guy. It's Norman Rockwell. It's okay. But
I took the Starry Night inside of the lining of his thing. I'd like to put that on my
Okay, everyone's hanging there.
Suit. Yeah.
I have a Pedro Picasso painting that I really like. But guys, we have to bring out the champ. So let's summon the champ from Steelers Jaguars. You know who it is. This is Lenny, and he summons Mike Mitchell, and then they scream, and they're furious, and this is after a stiff arm to Bud Dupree. Guys, this is about 3 weeks ago. This is our reigning champ. You have summoned right here.
Talk to me.
There's Where's your masterpiece that you can hang?
No, because Mitchell gets the best of Fournette.
That's the debate here, Kay. That's the debate. So here we have.
Has this finally lost its luster?
That's the thing. The law of diminishing returns.
After seeing Le'Veon Bell, this isn't that cool because I saw this.
Okay, but let me say this, though. We forget about that. We forget the fact that he stiff-armed like Dupree. Yeah, right out the gate.
Let's go. We got business.
This was the second part of the meal. He gave us a little bit of the entree with the stiff arm. Check it out. Great stiff arm that we forget about. And then he waves him over.
Great stiff arm was not Lev Bell stiff arm. Lev Bell stiff arm.
Lev Bell stiff arm was good. So this is the point of angry runs. When we go Democratic, we bring it to a vote. Adams, you come out strong. What is your vote?
I vote for Drake Kirkpatrick.
Drake, you vote for the new champ, Drake Kirkpatrick, meaning to be the Lev Bell run.
I'm going to let Nate go.
Nate.
I'm going with Leonard Fournette.
My man. Do your thing.
I love it, just because we're fascinated of the stiff arm, but we forget that Leonard Fournette threw a stiff arm right out the gate. Okay. That was secondary.
He had the gall to wave over a veteran safety.
That was here's the thing. What we forget is he had the option to try to shake you, which is what most running backs do, or just run out of bounds and say, you know, I'm protect my legs because running backs take too many hits. He said, no, I'm built differently. I'm taking you down.
That's why it's so impressive that Lev Bell did that, because he's not built that way.
This is good. We got heated here.
Kay's coming hard. Jamal Adams
One vote.
Say that's Leonard Fournette. I wasn't
Leonard
surprised.
Fournette's just as big as Fournette, though.
Guys, Peter Schrager, break the tie, and new or and still.
This debate is going on in living rooms and kitchens
everywhere all across the country, coast to coast.
I'm going to make the decision, break the tie.
The new champion! Michigan State University! New!
I'm not mad at it.
Unbelievable. Here's the deal. We do this every week. I want you guys to send things, not just from the NFL, from your lives. If it's your 3-year-old runs over your 2-year-old and that's a cute video, that's an angry run. If one of your boys walks through a screen door, that's an angry run, and we will put it on that screen, and you can bust through it. Please send us every single weekend. We'll get them up there. Angry runs, a new champ, Kay Adams.
We see a lot of angry runs. We're seeing a lot of shovel passes. We're also seeing some spats on the sidelines. Could that be a good thing? Do players and coaches deserve a pass for sideline spats? We'll dig into it. One of our hosts certainly thinks it might be a healthy thing.